Hi everyone and welcome to this year's Top 10 Best Albums of 2016. I am so excited to share with you this list that has been quite hard to make because so many good albums came out this year. But before we get on with the list, here are some honorable mentions. Bomi A.B. Bomi came back this year actually very recently at the beginning of December, and I've been really surprised by how good this third album. It's delightful, it's bold, it's different, and it really gives a breath of fresh air into the Japanese music scene. Then there's Billie Martin with her debut album, Writing of Blues and Yellow. I've realized ever since the album came out that I've been listening to it a lot more than I thought I would. But this album is so good, it's so relaxing that every time I have a moment when I want to calm down, it's perfect for it. Then there's Perfume with Cosmic Explorer. I love Perfume, I always love their music, and Cosmic Explorer has really delighted me when it came out. I really enjoyed listening to it throughout the entire year. It unfortunately didn't make it to my top 10, but still doesn't mean that I don't like it. I love it. I've been really addicted to many of the songs, and it's a very solid album from Perfume. Charisma.com, Idorosi. Charisma.com has been on fire this year, and Idorosi is a really good example of that. It's great electronic music, and I can't wait for their debut album in 2017. And finally, my last pick is Kana Nishino, Just Love. I'm on the minority here, but I really enjoy Just Love. It's a really fun pop album, and Kana Nishino, she keeps on surprising me. I used to not be into her music, and now I just can't wait for any release that she's having, so I had to put Just Love in there. And now that we're done with the honorable mentions, it's time to get to the nitty-gritty. Here are my top 10 albums of 2016. At number 10 is Stranger Things Have Happened by Claire Maguire. This is a comeback that I was waiting for so many years. Ever since the debut album back in 2010, I've been loving everything she has done, and this album was created from such a personal angle, from the struggle and pain that she has lived, and she just gives us such incredible songs filled with passion, and that's why I put it on number 10. Number 9 is All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend by Aurora. One of the most surprising discovery of this year is Aurora. Her music is absolutely beautiful, and her lyrics get so touching while at the same time being mixed with the music, and it's absolutely electrifying at times. I just really love this album because it feels so fresh and different. Number 8, Vagabond by Cécile Campbell. An incredible mix of Celtic and modern music. I love this album so much. Another great surprise. It feels great to have actually a French singer on this list because I'm usually not crazy about French music. But this album is absolutely fantastic. It has a very fairy tale-like atmosphere, and I just love listening to it. Number 7, The Wave by Tom Chaplin. Another great singer from the UK that has created music from a very painful past. And this album is one of the most touching albums I've listened to this year. It really carries such a beautiful message of hope, and I feel like we really need that in 2016. Number 6, Next One by Gleam Spanky. It comes as no surprise here. Gleam Spanky came out this year with their second album, and I've been loving it. Their first album was incredible. This one for me is just as good, and it keeps on confirming that Gleam Spanky is slowly but surely making great rock music, which is much needed on the Japanese music scene right now. Number 5, Westworld Season 1 by Ramin Djawadi. This is the first soundtrack to make it to the top 10, and I'm so glad it is Westworld. This show has been incredible, but what makes it even more amazing is how mesmerizing and gorgeous this soundtrack is. Every piece of it, you won't forget it. It's just incredible the work that has been thrown into it to make it a soundtrack that will last for many years to come. Number 4, Wild World by Bastille. a great surprise again this year. I was really looking forward to this second album, and I was a bit worried, but Bastille did it again. They quite changed, but at the same time it's still very thoughtful type of music, while giving us a very heavy social study of our world right now that is pretty fascinating. And now we are going to the top 3 albums. At number 3, Uncharted 4, A Thief's Hand by Henry Jackman. Now, this soundtrack, I love Henry Jackman, he's one of my favorite composers, and honestly, I hesitated between Uncharted 4 and Captain America Civil War. It was really like, sometimes I would listen to Civil War and be like, yeah, this one is definitely going number 3. Then I'd be like, but Uncharted 4 was so good as well, and I had to pick one, and it was Uncharted 4. The sense of adventure that you feel through this soundtrack is absolutely incredible to me, because not only is it faithful to the game, but it's still so exciting to listen to it. You just, even without playing the game, just listening to it, you just feel this urge to actually go on an adventure yourself, and it pays homage to the characters of this game so well, and honestly to the entire Uncharted series. It was quite something to accomplish, and Henry Jackman just nailed it. Number 2, 50 by Rick Astley. One of the most amazing surprises of 2016 is the comeback from Rick Astley. The dude used to be known for being a meme for how many years, and he came back with one of the most incredible albums of the year. The songwriting and passion that went into 50 is mind-blowing. And the fact that he has done everything himself is even better. It's an amazing album, and if you haven't listened to it, please go listen to it. It's amazing. And finally, for number 1, Phantom by Utada Hikaru. This is no surprises, right? This is the comeback that so many of us have been waiting for so many years. And the fact that Iki came back with such an incredible and riveting new album, it had to be number 1 for me, because Phantom has not disappointed me. It has managed to be this incredible breath of fresh air onto the Japanese pop music scene. And as always, she's still an incredible songwriter. Every lyrics, the way she sings, the way the songs are in their self is absolutely amazing. There's no albums like Phantom this year that made me feel the way I felt every time I listened to it, and the replay value for it. Ever since it came out in September, I'm still listening to it daily because it's that good. And that's it for my top 10 best albums of 2016. Making this list has been a lot of fun, but just listening to all this amazing music has been even better. And now it's your turn to tell me which albums have been your favorite this year. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for the top 10 worst albums of the year.